How are you lovely people doing today? Dr. Stephen James here to bring you another GTA online video. Today I'm going to be continuing my series at long last for Thick Girl or Stephanie, whatever you prefer. And to kick things off, I decide to start an Arena War series just for the heck of it and to obtain some RP and cash. I know it's been a while since I've done the series, but the thing is, this past month I have been working on moving. So if you happen to hear some city noises in the background of this recording, that is because I lived in a more urban area and I left the window open because it's like 65 degrees or 69 degrees. That is not a joke. That is literally what it said in the app, even though I was told it was only supposed to go up to 65. But anyway, we are going to kick things off with Capture the Flag, and of course I chose the motorcycle because it's so much more nimble, and therefore it is also easy to avoid players who want to knock into you. I just hope this goes better than last time, which luckily it does, at least for this round. Round 2 is over, and that is game. Thick Girl looking kind of flirtatious right now. But anyway, I should like to thank every single one of these players for joining me for this little part of the video. Up next, we have basically what is Rockstar's version of NASCAR. A pretty basic series, but a fun one nonetheless. I mean, there's a bit of a death race style to it with all the traps, but when you're on something that's as fast as a bike, you're hardly bothered by them. Anyway, I easily secure first place, and I make the wasteful decision of giving the Arena War a spin, as if I would even have time to do that. Which, fortunately, I did, but unfortunately, it was probably the worst thing I could have won, which is a trap. But, yeah, can't really complain. That's okay, not really a whole lot of money, but in fairness, there weren't really as many players in the game this time, so that's part of it. I think there were actually 4 players initially, but someone left. But anyway, getting down to more serious business, I decided to do an auto shop service and bring a customer his or her vehicle in perfect condition. One incredibly slow drive later, I decided to walk along the beach road, and on my way there, I find a card that I guess I'm collecting for the casino. And then I decide to deposit my cash right away. I'm about to make my way back into the city to head to a stash house on some poor bastard's stolen bike. But on my way there, something catches my attention. It is a stolen drug van. I dispatch the thief and take it back to the warehouse and pocket, I think that said 10 grand. But anyway, I guess I misspoke earlier. It wasn't a stash house, it was G's Cash. And it looks like the law didn't catch wind that time. Anyway, head back to my warehouse and modify another car, and I let my staff deliver it this time because I needed to do a contact a contract mission that I already did in this series, so I won't show that in the video. Instead, I'll just skip ahead to the Coke delivery mission. I can sell the stock right after I steal more supplies for my staff to work with. Looks like the supplies were on board a crashed train that I have to fight through a bunch of army dudes in hazmat suits and doctor's jackets. And one long and uneventful drive to Sandy Shores later, I resupply the Coke warehouse. Now all that remains is to sell it to the highest bidder. Man, it's hard to... Yeah, I just realized while going through this footage that it has been more than a full year since I obtained all this footage for the first season. All goods sold, and I pocket 81 point something grand. Not bad. After doing the next part of the contract that, again, I already did in a previous video, I make my way back to Grapeseed to collect the contents in my safe. After finishing yet another planning work mission, I decide to look at the jewelry in the inaccessible jewelry stores while I wait for Sinesta, or however you say her name, to stop yapping. I got my money back. I got my money for the delivery previously, only apparently the NPC bot didn't deliver it in very good condition, so obviously I delivered this next one all by myself. I head back to my biker club house to purchase the last type of business that I had yet to own, and that is a meth lab. I buy the one in Los Santos because it's a good idea as a kingpin to have your assets spread out across the island. Before visiting my meth lab for a while, I decide to take a look and see how my counterfeit cash business is doing. Of course, they need more product to turn into stock, so I go do. For this one, I have to go wreak some havoc in Paleto Bay until they deliver the stock right to me. Or rather, supplies. Sorry, I misspoke. I probably made my staff a little jumpy, having the sirens blaring, but I hope I turned them off in time. All goods sold, and I pocket a little over 70 grand. Not bad. The next thing I know, English Dave calls me about retrieving more crystals for him, something that gives yet another thing that gives millennials a bad name. Up next, I beat up these guys over some special merchandise. Right after, and as I'm about to approach the side door, I gun down this dumb bitch who has no respect for pedestrians. That's what you get, bitch. I have to lose the cops first. But once the pigs are lost, I can now finally bring the mysterious stuff over to the airport and personally fly it to Cayo Peiro. I say because I really shouldn't have to fly back and forth for this stuff. Anyway, after increasing my frequent flyer miles once again, I head over to a stash house to collect the product from the ballas. After discovering that the contents in the stash house was weed, I make my way over to, I am about to make my way over to, Paleto Bay, but suddenly I get another call from Franklin to do an assassination mission, so I decide, why not? For this one, I have to assassinate a guy coming out of a motel. I'm about to make my way to my weed storage house in Paleto Bay, but once again I get sidetracked by my auto shop and deliver yet another vehicle in Mirror Park this time. But I can finally say I made my way to my Christmas tree building warehouse, and I sell what I currently have. Well, as I deliver the last of the products, I want to say I hope you enjoyed the video. I apologize if it seemed a bit uneventful, but I can assure you that is not always the case. I'll be sure to leave my other more eventful videos in the description, and as always, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because I am trying to get to 500 subs by the end of the year. As always, Dr. Stephen James saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.